and welcome back to another quality Cornbeef Incorporated production. I'm your host, Big Daddy Cornbeef, and today, I just wanted to talk to y'all about Bethesda's new announcements. That's going to be Rage 2 and Fallout 76. First of all, we have got to address that title. Fallout 76, really? Let me cut this down a little bit so that doesn't end up echoing over my mic. Yeah, man. Just about I get that the game is gonna be set around Vault 76 and the reclamation program and everything, but that's just not a very catchy title in my opinion. So, Bethesda's latest work is very, very questionable. It's just but Bethesda used to be my favorite game company. They've put out Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and to be honest, Obsidian did a much better job with Fallout as far as the world and the story goes than Bethesda ever could. Obsidian made Fallout New Vegas, and it seems like Obsidian just does games better than the game creators themselves do, whenever they're handed the proper engine. Obsidian Entertainment made Knights of the Old Republic 2 as well. It didn't have as good of a story, but hey, it had a much better atmosphere, much more content, and Obsidian just seems to do games better, I think Obsidian is basically who they call in to do a spin-off, whenever they need one. So anyway, I wanted to get right into this Fallout 76. Yeah, as I already said, not a very catchy title there, and a lot of people are theorizing that it's going to be an online MMORPG, kind of like Elder Scrolls Online. And I did play Elder Scrolls Online. It's really, I'm just really not into that kind of game, I guess. I played a lot of the Old Republic, and I'm really into that. So I guess you can, say that, what am I trying to say? I guess you can say that I do like a good MMO every once in a while, but, as far as Fallout and Elder Scrolls go, I don't think Fallout and Elder Scrolls really belong online. They've always been single-player experiences, and Bethesda has been, known worldwide to make single-player experiences, so, yeah, we'll see. I just really hope it's not another online game like Elder Scrolls Online, because nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for Elder Scrolls Online, and it really got generally negative reviews upon release. I think Elder Scrolls Online was a huge flop. It has developed a cult following, and a lot of people really do like it, but the majority of the fans really don't care for Elder Scrolls Online with very, very good reason. But I mean, in my own personal viewpoint of ESO, it's a decent game, just not a very good MMORPG. I don't think that Bethesda's really nailed the whole MMO aesthetic. I tried to play it with a bunch of my friends, and our quests were all separate. We couldn't do any group things because the Xbox Live servers are just not built to run an MMO. You can't put out an MMO on the Xbox. There's a reason it's never been done on console. Even there's a reason that it's never been done before, and it needs to stay that way, because consoles can just they cannot. The servers cannot run an MMO. An MMO has to have a constantly running server, on a separate computer, and you just can't do that with a console. Epic fail right there. And then there's Rage 2. Oh, don't even get me started. This game has already just achieved universal hate. A lot of people coming out saying that Rage was a shitty game and that it didn't deserve a sequel, and where's Elder Scrolls 6, and this isn't Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, I mean, these people are okay, look, I'm just gonna be honest, these people are assholes. Rage wasn't the best game. I don't think it was sequel worthy, but you know, it was a good game. It was very fun, very open, very good. I had a lot of fun playing Rage. It had sort of a short storyline, and it ended on a cliffhanger. That's my only complaint with Rage, you know, is the short story and the just, you know, not very much gameplay to it. But you know, people coming out and just completely bashing on Rage and saying that it was a terrible game. Rage was a very good game, and people just need to chill out a little bit. You know, they're just pissy because they're not getting their Elder Scrolls 6 yet, which I can understand. I mean, it's been what year did Skyrim come out? Like 2010? How many years is that? 20. That's yeah, like 8-9 years since we got our last Elder Scrolls game, and we've got another Fallout since then. And you know, I wanted to bring up that Fallout 4 was really nothing to brag about. You know, that they got the mechanics down pat, but whenever it comes to the environment and the story and the narrative, you know, they really just screwed Fallout up, you know, with Fallout 4. They got the gameplay down. You know, the combat felt so much more fluent, more organic. It felt more, you know, it felt more real and everything. But it's just that famous, you know, open world storytelling and you know, just that general Bethesda aesthetic of making your own path. It really just had absolutely zero presence in Fallout 4 whatsoever, and I think that's everybody's complaint with that. And you know, who knows? Fallout 76 might just be good, even if it is online. You know, I've always thought that an online Fallout game would be pretty interesting, but seeing how they did Elder Scrolls Online, I'm not really, you know, looking forward to it. I'm really, I've got my doubts about it. I'm just gonna say. I didn't want to mention this part here. I cannot remember how to do this level at all. I was really hoping to avoid something like this, but I did figure it out eventually, and I just had to add an extra game clip at the end to prove to all of you that I you know eventually beat it. I just could not figure out how to do it at all. Let's see, what else can be said? You know, I think that Rage 2 is going to be decent. That's just me. I think that Rage 2 is going to be a pretty good game. Rage was a very good game, and if Rage 2 is any kind of an improvement whatsoever over the first game, then I think that I'm personally going to be very satisfied with that. And you know, where I was getting at earlier talking about Fallout 4, I think that Fallout 4 was incomplete like that just because, you know, it was incomplete. It was rushed. They were under such a tight release schedule that, you know, that they had to release something, and they were working on Fallout 4. I think they had so much more plans with Fallout 4, and they just couldn't, you know, they simply didn't have the time to complete it because they were under such a tight schedule with it, and they're trying not to make the same mistake with Elder Scrolls 6. That's all I can figure. Because Fallout 4 as a whole was not received well by the fans. You know, it seems like Bethesda is slowly just deteriorating. They're a shell of the company that they once were. But I'm really trying to stay hopeful about it. Yeah, just trying to stay hopeful. Maybe it'll be good. I can't even explain how weird this was, walking around on solid ground on this game. You know, it never happens. Like, I think this is the only area that you can do this on, where you can just get off the trucks and walk around. It was so weird. Yeah, Cluster Truck. It's free on Game Pass. Go get it. It's very fun. And all these mad skills you be seeing, that's just what happens whenever you're bumping Metallica while you're playing this game. I was listening to one, and that damn guitar riff going on in the background. Oh my god, it was perfect. So anyway, you know, this has been another quality production brought to you by by Cornbeef Incorporated. You know, I'm Big Daddy Cornbeef, and as always, you know, y'all just take it easy, and hope you're having a very good day out there. Peace.